This last Friday, the S&P 500 just hit a new all-time high. It surpassed the latest all-time high that was hit in the end of 2021. And the news are saying this is a new bull market. Is this the time to make your money grow? What does that mean? Um, at the moment, there are a lot of optimism in the market, but I want to issue a warning. This might not be the best time to invest, and I will explain why in this video. So first, this is a new bull market. The S&P 500 is recovering, and one of the best strategy, a winning strategy, is investing in the S&P 500 for the long term. When you look into the last century, there are a record for the S&P 500 that is really difficult to beat. There are a lot of bull market. The US economy is facing recession, depression, great financial crisis, COVID, for example, and it always recovers. And in 2022, there were a fast rate increases. Fed was increasing rates. The stocks were down a lot. When you look into the last years, the S&P 500 did just tumble around 25%, but it already recovered from that. But at the moment, we are hitting a new all-time highs. News are saying this is the best time to buy, but this is wrong. I want to issue a warning because it's about mindset. Looking now, looking for the October of 2022, this was a really great opportunity to buy really great companies at a discount. At that time, there were a lot of opportunities in the market, really great companies at a discount, and everyone was afraid. News were saying this is not best time, will go down even more, stocks are overvalued, but news are always selling fear. For example, in films, sex sells. In the news, fear, bad news, that is what sells. That's their incentive. And when you look to the news, you always have to look into that. What are their incentives? Their incentive is to implant fear on you. So that's what they sell, not what is true. So guessing the future, it's a fool's game. One thing we know, it's that we don't know what the future will be. So looking for the record of the S&P 500 in the last century, US economy have faced difficulties but always come on top and recover. So this is a bet I want to take, and investing in the S&P 500, it's always a winning strategy. But this is in this time it was a really good opportunity. It was difficult to guess at the time that it was a really good opportunity because there were a lot of fear. That's why the stocks were down. But that was the best time to invest. Now there are a lot of optimism, good news. Everyone thinks the stocks are going up. But when there are a lot of optimism, that you have to have fear, and this might not be the best time to invest. So I like to invest when there are a lot of opportunities. At the time there are great opportunities. There are always a bull market everywhere. So you just have to find the companies that are trading at a discount. That's why it is so important to find good companies at good valuations because sometimes they face, or investors are afraid of that company that are facing difficulties, and it might trade at a discount. But at the moment there are not so good opportunities in my research, for example. But there are a lot of momentum. The stock market can go to the 5,000s in the near future because there are a lot of momentum. Investors are really optimistic. There are a lot of cash in the sidelines as well. The S&P 500, for example, can go to 6,000, for example, and it will be okay. But there are a lot of good news to continue to go up. Earnings have to continue to grow above expectation, revenues as well. Inflations have to continue to go down. Interest rates have to start. Feds have to start cutting rates this year and continues to that until they go to 2% and inflation to 2% as well. So we can have a stable economy. But unemployment have to stay good, and the economy continues to grow. And at the moment there are a lot of good news. When you look into the macro economy, US economy it's in a strong position, so that's why stocks are going up as well. But Now you say stocks are at a new high. In 2021 they were really overvalued, but at the moment they should be overvalued. But no, since the last 2 years, economy is getting strong, earnings growing, and it's not so overvalued as it was in 2021. It was like a correction. And you look into valuation, the forward P, it's around 19 and a half. In 2021, the forward P was around 23, which is a little bit more high, but 19 and a half, it's a high P, it's above the mean, but it's not so overvalued as it was, but it could be overvalued. It's at the moment it's difficult to find really great opportunity, but small caps and mid caps are still under the mean, for example, and of course there are good opportunities out there, but there are companies that are overvalued right now. So I want to issue a warning. When you look into the upside and downside, we have still a lot of room to grow, a little bit more upside. But if bad news come, I don't know, inflation gets stuck and come up again, interest rate, Fed doesn't cut interest rate as expected, earnings doesn't meet expectation, for example, the stocks will go down. So I would prefer to buy companies at a discount, and when we face lower valuations, at the moment we are at a higher end, so it might not be the best time to invest, even though um, going against the S&P 500 long term is not the best strategy. So that's what I have to say to you guys today. I hope you like this video, and please like and subscribe. See you next time.